Hello and welcome to this St. Patrick's Day themed tutorial. I'm Tortor and I'm a stop motion animator, and in this tutorial you're going to learn how to create the animation that you just saw. So I'm using Dragon Frame stop motion software, and as you can see I'm also filming this in reverse like a lot of the things I do. And so the first thing I want to do is I want to make the coins that rain into the pot at the end of the rainbow go back up into the rainbow. So I've got two different shaped coins, round ones and teardrop shaped coins. So as the round ones start coming up, they become teardrops and then they go into back into the rainbow. I made the coins just with a foil card, so a gold foiled card, and I'll show you at the end of the video how I made these. It was pretty simple, and yeah, I'm just incrementally moving them upwards, and then as they get close to the rainbow, just tucking their ends underneath so it looks as if they disappear into the rainbow. And when you play this backwards, it will look as if they're falling out of the rainbow. I've tried to stagger them so that it looks like there are less going up at the end, which will be at the beginning, so it kind of looks as if the rain gets heavier. And then equally at the end, the last couple come down to ease out of the rain as well. So as you can see, here's just the last drop, which becomes the first drop. And then when you play it backwards, easy to do in Dragon Frame because you can just hit the reverse button, you can play your sequence backwards. So the next thing I want to do is I want to reveal the rainbow. So I'm doing this backwards, so I'm just using a plastic knife tool and I'm just cutting away segments of the rainbow. This is just clay, so it's easy to cut, and I'm starting off with small increments so it eases in, and then making the increments bigger as I cut away. Also, you can now see that the little pot at the end of the rainbow has started moving. This is moving as a car, so it's it eases into its position, so I tilt it slightly, and then the movements start off small and get bigger to show acceleration, deceleration, and then as it goes into its original position at the start of the animation, you'll see that I tip it again to kind of show that it's starting its movement with a lot of momentum. Now, as I am destroying the rainbow more and more, I'm making those increments smaller again until there's hardly anything left. And at this point, where there's just a tiny little bit left, I replace out the end pieces with balls. So I've made little balls in each of the rainbow colours, and I'm just replacing them so that the balls are now going to get shot out of the pot from the bottom of the rainbow. And to make this interesting, I'm going to do it in two batches. So you've got the first lot come down first, and then the second lot will follow. So when these are fired out, it will they'll come out in two lots and then join and then become the rainbow. I've tried to show several things in this animation so you can see how you can combine paper with plasticine, and how by reversing you can create some really cool stuff. As you can see here, this is what it looks like when you play it forwards. So the little balls shoot out of the pot starts sliding, the rainbow comes out, and then all of the gold falls out of the rainbow as rain and lands in the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I've also put a little shamrock detail on the pot because it is St. Patrick's Day. Now, just to show you how I made everything, here you can see the clay that I used. It kind of lends itself to being a rainbow because it comes in really thin strips, and I could just peel off one strip of each colour to make the rainbow. And then, as I said, for the gold coins, I just used gold card, and you can see how easy it was here. I just used a round hole punch and I just punched out my coins, and then to get the tear shape, I just cut a tear shape of a equal size to the coin. And then to make my pot, I used 3 different shades of green paper. I just drew this by hand and I just stuck it together with a bit of craft glue. Here you can see my filming setup. So I shot this from an aerial view above, and you can see my camera is mounted above a table and I've got a light either side. And then I have my Dragon Frame keyboard close to me so that I don't have to keep going back and forth to the computer, because there was a lot of wires on the floor and it's so easy to trip over. As you can see, I also made a lot of mess with all the increments of clay that I cut away for the rainbow, and then all of the coins that are now amongst them. If you like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more tutorials, also subscribe to the channel. I hope you have a great St. Patrick's Day, and thank you very much for watching. I will catch you again very soon.